a second. Let me just.
So this is a few weeks ago there, we had a little hands-on thing in the camera club, and we were set up some stations to try different things. And this one was the macro station thing that I had set up.
Mhm.
And initially, it was set up for a different shot, trying to get the reflection in the water, which worked out pretty good. But
Mhm.
then there was this one here, and so I got it really low and almost right on line with the little container there. But the container was so stark, like it was dark, right? So the paper that I use for the background is what you really see in the top left-hand corner. In fact, the whole background. So it's kind of variegated blue. So I just thought I'd soften up the whole base of it and just try and make it look kind of artsy, I guess. So
Yeah,
um,
it's nice. It almost looks like
Yeah, it worked.
thank you.
yeah.
So what's the funny thing is the table wasn't quite level, right? So the water level in the container was more to the right than it was to the left.
Mhm.
So I kind of stole a wee bit of the left and copied it over to the right.
Yeah, okay.
So
There you go.
probably see that quite easily. So
Hmm. Nice. So, that a dead wildflower of some kind?
it's some kind of seed pod thing. So I'm not sure what it.
Yeah. I like the tension in the water here.
Yes, that's what I like. Yeah.
That's really nice.
I
Yeah, I'd make a nice print of that one.
think I should print that. I was thinking of it.
Yeah. See how your blues work on that new printer. Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is another outing that we had with the camera group here. It was a night shoot that I was organizing, and this is just one of the intersections downtown, and it's on a Sunday night, so it's not super busy, but I thought there was enough lights to cause the chaos that you could see in front of you, just to make it kind of interesting with the yeah all the lights. What I thought was really interesting was if you look at that light in the bottom right-hand corner, it's one of these LED lights, and
Yeah.
you can see it's kind of some kind of effect going along, where the LED is kind of on and off type of thing.
Hmm. Nice.
Mm.
You get a little hint of it here too.
Yes, yeah.
So about how long of an exposure?
It's not long. I think it's only about maybe 3 or 4 seconds. It wasn't very long.
Yeah, running it for so long.
Yeah,
Make the turn here. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. Obviously on a tripod.
On a tripod. It was a really nice night, and there's lots of other images, but I thought I'd just show this one just to show you something a little bit different.
Hmm.
Yes.
I really like what's going on here. It's almost like wave action
Yeah.
across. Yeah. Yeah, nice mix.
Thank you. And this next one, um, on Sunday, last Sunday here, we had another outing which I took them out on, and it's an old part of town, and it's called Inglewood. And I told the guys, there was about 20 people in the group. I said, okay, what you have to do here is you have to set your camera up to a square format, and you can only take 24 shots. So so try and emulate a film type shoot.
Uh,
So
you should have been stricter. The old square format Hasselblad only gave you 12.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. That must have been before my time.
Ouch.
Anyway, anyway, I got this old car, and I kind of called this one Bonnie and Clyde's
Mhm.
Getaway.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, softened up the background on it a little bit just to make it pop out.
Yeah,
Nice.
it almost looks infrared.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And this is just a little bit varied. I just thought I'd throw a few things in here today. So this is from a few weeks ago when the Ospreys were still here. They've since left. So this guy was ready to take off, so
Yeah,
caught him in the act.
nice.
That's so clear. Amazing.
Nothing much to talk about, but it's anyway, it's a nice it's better than usually just seeing them standing there and or even in flight. It's just a little
Yeah,
bit different kind of a look for them.
yeah. Or they give you that look like, what are you looking at?
Boy, these are
Yeah,
looking birds, yeah.
they're pretty amazing.
Alan, did you replace the background? It's so solid.
No, that's the sky. That's the way
Really?
it, yeah,
Wow, beautiful.
yeah. And the next one here was
Oh, nice.
another trip that I took the camera club out on. And this is from a hill that over kind of looks downtown Calgary. And what you see above it is a Chinook cloud with the
Oh.
sunsets. And
Hmm.
so that's what we
Nice
look
looking
forward to.
city.
Thank you. That's what we look forward to in the winter, these Chinook clouds, because they bring in the heat.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Keep the heat down. Yeah, definitely. So is this tower like a Seagram's tower, like in
Yeah,
Toronto?
yeah, it's like at once upon a time it was the tallest structure in Calgary,
Ah, yeah.
long time ago.
Does it rotate at the top?
It does rotate, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to put money in the meter though to make it go around.
Yeah. There you go.
What is there a bar at the top up there or
There's a
restaurant?
quite fancy restaurant up there. Yeah.
Mm,
Nice. Yeah.
it's a good looking city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
some later ones with the city lights too?
Sorry,
Do you have some later ones with the city lights on as well?
I do have not in this particular night, but I do have them later. Yeah,
Oh,
some
okay.
other shots.
Right, right. I'm just
They were-
curious if it's worth doing something like this and then staying a little later and shooting the city lights and then marrying them together.
Oh, and putting them together.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Maybe darkening down a little bit.
Yeah, I've got some pretty good shots of it at night. In actual fact, it lends itself for quite a few shots. I've got one similar cloud, but I've got one of it where the sun's coming up. So this is facing, these buildings are facing east.
Hmm.
So when the sunrise comes up, they're all lit up and they're all in gold. It's just
Yeah,
spectacular.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
We used to sail at sunrise sometimes in Chicago, and you'd get that, and they'd almost look like stacks of gold bullion.
yeah.
Right. Just amazing. Yeah, yeah. Nice.
There we go.
I was just wondering, a couple moves in Neo might. Let me just put this in there. Might just snap this up a little bit for you. I know you like to go a little pastel sometimes, but let's take a look, see what happens here. All right, so I'm going to go into edit mode. Let's try enhance. See what this guy does now. We'll leave that alone. The other one I might look at is structure. Yeah, something in there. And maybe super contrast, which I usually like to use to bring the highlights down to get more detail. And then you can kind of play with it. Let's see.
Mhm.
And then let's see if the midtones are going to do it. Yeah, midtones work in the sky a little bit. Shadows.
That's
Mm.
pretty. Wow.
So that kind of brings it to here for your before and after.
That's pretty, Sandy.
Yeah.
So you may want to play with that a little bit.
That's gorgeous.
Look,
How's
I'm just kind of noticing it as you were doing that. I've noticed how it is around the blue hour that this was taken, but is it too blue? There's a question.
I don't
I
know.
like it.
Well, yeah, it's a little saturated up here, and you can certainly do, something with that as well if you want. Um, while we're here, I'll show you that new light depth that replaced the relight. It's kind of interesting, it kind of makes a depth map, if you will. And then I usually crank it way up just to
Holy
see
moly.
what it does. Yeah.
That
Now
dulled it a little bit.
here's the cool thing. You can bring it down or up,
Oh,
spread it out, and you can move it.
wow.
So let's say it's something like that. And then you can soften the edges. Okay. And then there's advanced settings as well. So if you want to darken the near a little bit, so that's not so prominent. And maybe you might want to, well, normally I'd cool it down a little bit, but it's already really cool. Maybe you want to warm it up a little bit. You could do that. And then same with the far, you can kind of darken that down a little bit. And you can, if I warm it up a little bit, it'll take some of that
Dark, yeah, blue.
dark blue down a little so it's not so overpowering. So that kind of gives you a totally different look.
And it sure is. Wow.
Yeah. So that's the new tool.
Pretty neat.
I'm gonna go back to some of my old shots and start playing around.
That's pretty neat, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So can you do that only in a mask as well, or is it just a kind of global thing, or?
You can do it on a Mac or a PC. They make both. It's in beta right now. I think they're releasing it. Um, Usually they release it about mid-November, and they've got a upgrade and new license sale going on, I think, for the next 3 or 4 days. It's like a Black Friday thing. You may want to check out,
No.
go to their site. Just make sure you log in before you do it for the pricing, and they'll give you an upgrade special. I think there's a bunch of other things going on with it. They've added the ability to go back and forth between your phone and the desktop with pictures. You can start editing on the phone or on your iPad, and then bring it in here and finish it up. There's a number of cool things, and they also have a restoration tab too, which I don't have any old pictures to play with yet. But those are the three main things.
Yeah.
But I
It's
think,
sure made it certainly gave it a different look, that's for sure.
yeah, yeah, and it's something that you can use sparingly, or
Yeah.
you can bring it down quite a bit. Just make a hint of it rather than going so strong. So
Good.
yeah. So going from here to here, I think,
Or do that again. Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to help you out a lot.
Yeah. That's pretty.
All right.
Thanks, Sandy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So,
Okay, folks. I got some fall color and themes today. I was back up in the gold country a couple weeks ago in a beautiful gold rush town called Sutter Creek. And we were walking around, and my wife spotted the light shining through this tree, these leaves. And so we walked down the lane, and I took a few shots, and it's just beautiful orangey colors and green. So I trimmed this up into a square. I'm still working on the squares. And Sandy, like you said, it's really a good tool for really paying attention to composition. And you got to cut stuff out and get it to the square.
yeah.
So I just thought I would work on some fall stuff. And there it is.
Nice.
I don't know what kind of tree this is. It's got berries on it, which I think is a nice little accent and
Mhm.
little dots of light coming through. And the background foliage is kind of like camouflage. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So Sutter Creek on Main Street, all the retail shops put out little pumpkin baskets and they were having a scarecrow contest and it was just a delightful scene. And I walked along and took a few shots. Here is a white pumpkins in a basket and it's kind of an upper view. Crop this into a square and I like the dappled light and the little ribbon down here, so it's really cool.
Yeah, I like that one, Dave.
Yeah,
That's
It's a
good.
good one.
Yeah.
yeah, guys, just some pleasant scenery, really,
Hmm.
Yep.
you know.
Nice.
And I enhance the color and I run it in this cartoon filter, which gives it this sort of contour around all the forms. And I dial it back and forth until I find the right color. I don't want to go too far out into cartoon world. I want to keep it a little photographic. So just working on some autumn themes.
So
Nice.
Dave,
Yeah.
is that still a photograph?
Okay. It's interesting because I asked Sandy if it last week, if it comes out of a printer, is it still a photograph? Is anything still a photograph anymore? You know, it seems in the world of AI that's rushing upon us, everything. I mean, good question, Jim, because I never used digital processing until I came to Sandy's class. That was the very first one. And now everything I photograph is running through the mill, you know? So is it a photograph or is it art now? I don't know. Sandy, you're the boss. Is this a photograph?
Photography, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Is it photography anymore? Or now are we artists now? Are we painters? I
Well,
don't know.
yeah. Well, we're not using paint,
Yeah, we're not using paint.
but digitally we can in essence do
Yeah,
that.
we're in a new age. I mean, everything is getting run in AI, you know.
Mhm.
The only thing I can say, James, it is my original photograph. So I can stand on that leg.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to show some stuff today that I don't consider to be photographs, but it's a
Okay.
really interesting question to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I think it
I'm
originates,
definitely leaning into the art world. I mean, I'm totally into the art
if it
look. So,
originates from a photo, then it's part of it, right?
okay. Well,
They would,
there's a
How
good,
I
they would
feel.
not
Yeah.
exist if the photo wasn't there. So
I
yeah,
mean, if you want to be specific, you could say it's a derivative, but
derivative.
To me,
yeah,
it's an artistic photograph.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Good one, Don.
and art photography it kind of catches
Yeah.
every. Okay.
That's a good debate.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Yes, thanks, Kim. The all along the street there were wonderful pumpkin displays, and I shot this right out the car window. Stop! Oh, I gotta get this. You know, and it has the nice verticals and horizontals in the composition. Again, working in the square, which tightened it all up. I enhanced the color a little bit. Um, Obviously, the afternoon light really helps with shadows. And I like this picture.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's painterly. It derives from a photograph group.
It's asymmetrical.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. This picture I've had for a while, and I could never make anything out of it, even though I love the colors and the cane. This is an umbrella. Somebody had this out on their porch. And it wasn't until I started working in square format that I was able to tighten up the composition because it went way off to the left and there was more bricks. So I got this into a square and the offset umbrella handle just worked this time. And it's painterly, how the colors are running into the darkness. And I just like it. I'm presenting it as fall color.
Yeah, I think if those bricks continued to the left, it would be too much distraction. This
It was, Sandy. It was way too much because the filter I'm using was so overactive that it just ruined the picture.
Hmm.
So when I cut out more of it to get to the square, it worked. Finally, it worked. And it's offset with the leaves running in,
Yeah.
left to right.
Well, the interesting thing too is the details in the background seem to be more prominent than the details in the foreground. They're a lot smoother and
That's true, isn't it?
kind of a flip of what you would normally do.
You're right. I guess the camera, the original photo that it derived from, I imagine that it focused more on the background. Yeah, Sandy.
Yeah, possibly, but I think the filter you're using is obviously grabbing anything that's got more texture than the brick
Yes,
certainly does. So,
right.
yeah. So,
Yeah, and I'm trying to not let that run wild, but yeah, good point.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, later when you get more advanced, you could do two versions of this and stack them together and, you know, do less
Less on the background.
background than pull it through.
Yes, that's very active.
You'd have exactly what you want.
Yes.
Okay. I like it.
Okay, folks, happy Halloween from a menacing gargoyle. And that's it. There's my presentation. This gargoyle was down in Bisbee. There's this wild mansion down there. I don't know if a movie star lives there or what, but there's this wild sculptures and gargoyles and all this stuff in this house and fences. And so I just photographed one of his gargoyles. Isn't that wild? That's running the cartoon and it lifted out the eye on the right there, staring,
Yeah.
beaming in right at you.
Yeah, very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like the
Yeah.
whole point of view too.
Yeah. Looking up. Yeah. These were high up, perched, looking down at people.
Yeah. Nice. Good fun.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a happy Halloween. Eat lots of candy.
So I heard I can't remember where it was that Reese's peanut butter cups are the number one
Oh.
for Halloween.
Oh, the ad on TV about the Reese's is so good.
Yeah, they're fun.
I gotta get one for tomorrow.
Yeah. And they're tasty too.
Yeah, they're awfully good.
Favorites, yeah. Let's see, did I click that enough? Yeah, I guess I did. There
Oh,
we go.
nice.
It's kind of slow. All right.
Okay, this is the flower was what the picture was. And I added about 6 different backgrounds and blended them together through a whole bunch of processes, and that's that's what I ended up with. It was more of a experiment than anything else. So
I like it.
I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice
thank you.
Yeah, Don. This theme is really cool to explore.
Yeah.
I like that you've got the hummingbird up in the upper left, and what is down in the lower left? Oh,
Lower left is a clock.
okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah, it's a
sign.
clock. Then there's on the bottom, on the right side is a gear.
Uh-huh.
It just blended in, and so I kept it. I don't know what the gear means, but the clock I thought was kind of, the flowers dying and or
Oh.
coming up, and just the process of time passing, and the flowers and the birds in the background, or you could think of as deceased or whatever. I don't know.
What's up in the top right, Don?
That's a hummingbird that was
In the
uh,
top right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was I've got probably 500 backgrounds that I've got, and I just started going through backgrounds and a bunch of them came from the camera club. The one gal that used to teach layering, she gave us that class. She gave us about 400 or 500 backgrounds that she had, and just sent them to us. And I've been using some of them. So
nice. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the way you
very
muted
nice.
things down, and I like the way you inverted this one. It makes it a little more eerie. Yeah, that works real well.
The
yeah,
flower,
that one was more of a black and white background.
Mhm.
flowers just jumping out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
nice.
And this is some flowers, weeds down along Canal I shot this summer, and I just blurred the background.
Mhm. Gives it a nice direction.
Yeah, cross directions.
Mhm.
Nice, Don. It's kind of color, but you've drained some color out.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, nice.
Mhm. Yeah, it works out really well.
Very nice.
And this is the back of a sunflower. I just made it into a black and white.
Square, square black and white.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
You can really feel the textures, you know?
Mhm.
Well, that's why I made it a black and white. The yellow was green was really colorful, but I thought you could see the textures and the line and stuff, and this stood out more than it did in the color.
No, it's nice. I like it.
It reminds me of a Blossfeld, Don. Are you are you familiar with Blossfeld?
No.
Oh, Don, you got to check him out because he does all of this botany and floral pictures. He's a famous, Sandy, 19th century?
I think so, yeah.
Don, check him out. He did a whole book on plants and forms like you're doing,
Oh, okay.
and you're right there with
Mhm.
how his work. So if he's famous, you're famous.
I doubt that. And this is a coneflower that I'd shot, and I just put a canvas background on it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that texture. Let me zoom in a little there. There you go.
And this is another lily pad, seed pod, that I dropped a board that had paint peeling on it and dropped that in behind it.
Mhm.
I love these seed pods.
The what?
I love the seed pods.
Oh yeah, I do too. That just
Interesting. Yeah.
I've always seen the empty pods. This is the first time I've got to them when the seeds were still in them. I had no idea what the seeds looked like till I seen these. So
Yeah, Don, the last time you taught us the life cycle of this plant, how it turns up and down to
yeah.
unload its seeds back in the water. Very cool.
So what's going on here?
Uh, I think that's only one layer that just the darkness, shadows, and stuff that was on that board.
It's nice because it reiterates the shape of it, you know?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Well, it's probably other leaves. It's
Yeah.
probably dead leaves that was around it, and I
Okay. So you just
put the
gotta go.
painting, put
Yeah.
that background over top of that,
Oh, I
and
see.
it come through. So it's probably old weeds
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the old leaves from the
Uh-huh.
sunflower or from the lily.
Yeah, I really like that. It's really subtle. And it kind of frames it in. Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, get ready for some different things here.
Prepare to be amazed.
Oops.
Yeah.
Whoops. There we go.
What?
I warned you, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
well, I just ran across these Vikings coming to shore. No, we have like three theme towns in Washington. One of them is Hallsbo, and it's a Norwegian town. I took a picture. This guy spent like 15 years building this Viking ship, and I took a picture of it. It was tied up to a dock, which was sort of boring. So all the pictures today are iPhone Nano Banana pictures.
Wow.
So I just told him I want the rough seas and Vikings in the boat, and that's what I got.
Wow.
And
In the
actually,
water, boat
interestingly,
in the water.
yeah, actually, I thought it was interesting that it also tilted the boat at a different angle because it was
So
just tied
your
to
photograph was the boat,
the boat, and there's nothing in it. And there was a dock and a bunch of other boats around it.
and you can get this far along commanding your computer to make this.
Yeah, I just put some verbiage. You should give me rough seas, stormy skies, and some Vikings.
That's incredible.
It's really kind of fun. It's not a. I don't consider it a photo anymore.
You don't.
But I had a lot of fun doing this. I did a lot of these
Yeah.
different ones. It's very fun.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would say when it's AI generated like this, it's not a photo. So
Right. I don't consider it to be a photo any longer, even
So
though the
it's
boat.
art. It's
Yeah,
art.
right.
Mhm.
Okay, so the question is, do you own it?
Well, why
I
not?
think so.
Do
yeah.
you?
Keep
Yeah.
or
It does get your
create
mind
it.
working. So when I saw that picture that Alan took of that old car, I thought, get rid of the new cars, have a guy in a fedora with a machine gun on the
Uh-huh.
running board.
Bonnie
I
and
thought,
Clyde.
yeah, I could do that and make it look like Roaring Twenties.
Well, I'm going to try that when we get off here.
So this nano banana thing makes this.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Don't
I
don't
love
go
it.
don't go there, Dave. You're going over to the dark side.
That's going over too far. Sandy, what
No,
is
I
this
don't
too
think so.
far?
Here's what's going on with discussions now. These are all database driven, and I guess getting back to derivatives, were these prompts pulling actual images that someone else owns to create these, or is it just using that as a reference and actually creating it via your prompts?
Who knows? I mean, look at the detail in these Vikings.
Yeah, it's amazing. So Jim, is Nano Banana copyright free? Do you have permission to use any of their database images?
I believe so.
Well,
I don't know.
they don't even tell you how they reference the database, which is, something that's kind of,
I think it's free to use just now, but later on they're going to be charging you, I think.
yeah. They'll be, yeah, they're going
There's a free version, and I got the pro version for $29. And I've already had $29 worth of fun, so
cost you that much for lunch these days. And it's gone, the next morning. What the old famous chef say? It's all poop in the morning, right? Anyway,
God.
there is one thing I noticed right away when I looked at this. What do you guys see that's not right?
Let's have a
Not
look.
right.
Let's have a look. Mm.
Their spears are oars.
Oh, jeez.
Or
Oh,
they're multifunctional.
There's no sale.
Yeah. So they're really not rolling with those babies.
no.
How are they getting powered unless they're surfing? But it's interesting. And it's going to be up for discussion. But basically, it gets down to the same thing. It's just a tool,
Yeah.
It's just like when you do generative fill or object removal, it's relying on a database of images that it learned, plus what's going on around the rest of your image to figure out how to fill that space in when you want to get rid of that.
No, I think it's a genre all onto itself,
Yeah,
right?
it is. It is.
You could not put this up against somebody that's taken a real photo and expect it to be judged the same, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, no, I agree.
I think it would be very saleable as an illustration for a book
Absolutely.
or something.
Links
Absolutely.
back there. Yeah. 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 I almost consider cropping a little this foreground though, if you're
Yeah,
getting a little tighter on
there you go.
That's neat.
it. Anyway.
It's very fun and addictive, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Bad.
They don't all turn out either. Some of them come out really bad.
Oh,
So
sure. So Jim, what's the app called?
it's called Nano Banana.
Oh, it is called Nano Banana. It's
Yeah, it's a separate
not Gemini
app
or-
I on my iPhone.
yeah, because
It
So
also
you-
can come in. It also comes in some other programs too.
yeah,
So you're
the engine.
running that on Photoshop or?
Yeah, the Gemini
Yeah.
runs on Photoshop. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's go to this
Yeah,
next.
what I'm wondering, Sandy, if you go to the backside, does it say copyright Nano Banana or is it copyright James Murphy? I just want to know if he owns it or if they're going to claim that they own it
I don't think so, but I think
on the metadata.
I think if you read the well, let's see. We could.
I think you created it. I mean, if you've bought the software and you created it, then it's
It's
yours.
yours
Well, some of
because
them
you had rights
you
to
gotta
use
read
the
you gotta read
software.
the fine print when you agree to the terms and the conditions, because I'm sure something
Right.
in there about that.
And who can read all that?
Yeah, really. So let's see here. There's there's no camera data, obviously.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing there.
Creation date. Raw data. No, I don't see anything.
Yeah, so I think maybe it's what Alan said. If you paid for the software, it's yours. You made it.
Well, it wouldn't have existed without you, right?
There you go. There's your leg to stand on.
Okay, let's continue here.
Yeah. So this I did take the Goodyear blimp picture, and then I thought, well, it'd be kind of fun. This is not one of my spiders. This is the AI spider. And when I thought, well, let's stick it into a web.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you, Jim, being a Goodyear retiree, this is it's a reminiscent of back in the late 80s and early 90s when Goldsmith tried to overtake Goodyear and just about bankrupt. And that's what I thought of when I see it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a fight.
No, but
The web,
That's what I
the
like
web and the
that.
spider don't look that good, I don't think. But anyways, it's kind of a fun idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, you go into generative or
think you should
Google
make
to get rid of it, or you can
Yeah.
just crop accordingly.
You should make the spider bigger.
No.
Yeah. Maybe you just do something like that. Anyway.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
That's cool.
I showed this picture about a year ago, and what it was it's the side of a museum, and I'm looking straight up,
yeah.
right, and took the shot. So I always thought it had kind of a 2001 Space Odyssey feel to it,
Yeah.
and so I put the astronaut in there,
hmm
and it put the shadow in. I didn't ask for the shadow, but it put that in
Jeez.
nicely.
Really cool.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking that one.
it's a great shape.
It's amazing. Whoa.
Hmm.
I was in Seattle in a Oriental Art Museum, and there was an installation showing on that screen, not the eyeball in the clouds. And this young fellow was watching it. So I took his picture, and then I decided, well, I'm going to throw an eyeball in there, and there you go.
Mm.
The eyeball's looking at him, and he's looking at the eyeball.
Yeah, I'd probably knock this corner out.
Oh, I didn't even.
Oh,
Sandy, you see everything.
Sandy, Hawkeye.
Everything.
Yeah, I don't think I'd crop it out because I like the space here, but yeah, I'd definitely knock it out. It should be
Okay.
easy to do.
Sandy, curiosity. I'm wondering what the eyeball's looking at. Can we look at the reflection in the eyeball?
Sure. It's just, it just looks like window light.
Just, oh, a window.
Yeah,
And you can
You could
see them.
ask it to have a reflection of the guy in the eyeball if you wanted to.
sure.
It would do that.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Of the kid's face in the eyeball.
right.
Oh, wow. What fun, Jim.
So is this a whole new type of jargon you got to learn to put in there, or?
And it won't let you do some things. For instance, I thought it was kind of surprising. I took a picture of a woman. I said, "Make her more curvy," and it flagged me. It says, "No, you can't. You can't do that."
Really?
So yeah, it wouldn't let me do that.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty innocent. Just make her look more curvy.
It wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't do that. I wasn't trying to
Well,
undress
dude,
her or anything. Just look more curvy, but it wouldn't do it.
I won't do
Jim,
the
does
nude thing
Nano
today.
Banana take different languages, or is it all like,
I
could you
don't.
speak French into it? And
I
does it
don't
know
know, but
every
I just.
language on the
My
It
planet?
was surprising
understanding is it
because
does, yes.
It does.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
my
international.
understanding
If it can do,
from clips I've seen of it, yeah.
Wow.
this was my dad grew up in this sod house in eastern Montana,
Wow.
and 11 brothers and sisters and no dad. At any rate, I'm not sure if one of those is my dad or not, probably, but this had creases in it, folds, all kinds of horrible spots and things. And the top of the photo was just to the hat of the guy. So I just told it, take out the creases and the folds and take out the dots. You can still see there's some left, but you could do it in Photoshop, but it would take you quite a while. It was just very quickly, boom, it's done.
Jeez.
So you don't see the creases and the folds. They add more sky at the top and just a few seconds, and there you go.
Oh,
Did you bump up the contrast to get a
I
little
did
darker?
bump up the contrast and asked for a little more sharpness and so on and so forth. And it did improve it from the original one, I can tell you.
Sure.
It was really a bad photo. This is like circa 1920, 1919, something like that. I mean, that guy on the it looks like a cow there. The guy riding the cow or whatever. He was really blurry. He improved it quite a bit.
Hmm.
So you can use it to repair old photos as well.
Yeah,
I consider this to still be a photograph.
that's what it looks like.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this kind of stuff and this kind of stuff and even this kind of stuff has been achievable for years with the advent of Photoshop. Just taking pictures and putting them together. Calling it up when you don't have a picture is taking it to the next level. But
Yeah.
you could have achieved all these earlier by just photographing the elements and putting them together. You can photograph the clouds, photograph the eye, take the photograph of the guy in the room, and photo compose it. Now you can just put a prompt in and you get the same thing and save hours of time. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It was-
Very fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, looks like a lot of fun.
very cool. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
See if we can get, I'll see if I can find some links on that. Jim, if you have a link for the app itself, that'd be great.
I just got it in the Apple store, the App Store on my Apple.
Okay, I'll just search banana and see if I can find it. Yeah. All right. Okay, Kim, are you still with us? Let's see here. Nope, she's out. She must be talking with somebody. All right. Well, I'll skip her and I think that's it, right? All right. I'll show you some more of my stuff from the last trip here. Kind of go from there. Maybe come back to Kim when she that twice. Huh, looks like it split it in two. All right. I'll show these first.
Nice shot.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Just a old boat that ran aground, was just out there rotting in the harbor. So we're up in Newfoundland.
Looks like morning light, Sandy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, where are the Vikings?
They were further north.
Load that ship full of Vikings.
They've been and gone.
They're back in Greenland. Yeah. And this next one was kind of pulled up right about after the time Pam and I were down buying some lobsters from another guy who pulled up with a load of lobsters. And
Nice.
yeah, he was like the Jamaican reggae dude that was up there.
Nice portrait.
To talk to. Yeah, yeah. But he had just come in to do a load and offload, and yeah, there he was good to go.
Very nice.
And this next guy just worked on the dock. He also worked on one of the fishing boats. I just kind of liked his tattoos.
No,
Yeah.
a fool. It's full.
Yeah, he was quite a character.
That's
And this is
nice.
just the front of
Oh, look at that.
I assume a vacant store. It looks like there's still some goods and stuff in there. It's up near some fish shacks further north.
Some ropes for sale.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a piece of Ascar, etc. But yeah, he's got ropes and netting and all kinds of stuff in there. So
Cool shot.
Yeah, it
yeah, I
is.
just like
I
the
love it.
weared look there.
Yeah, the rustic
I
look.
give you the
It's
idea
great.
of how
Okay,
hard.
just hang about a wee minute. So you see how there's a wooden plank along the door there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So in Churchill, which is in northern Manitoba, that's where the polar bears roam around before the ice forms. They put nails sticking up
Is
the
that
wee
right?
boards to stop the bears coming in the door.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. I'll bet.
Is that right?
One of my neighbors here used to be the winter caretaker for Yellowstone. And one time he went off on his snowshoes to get some groceries or something. He came back and his door was off the hinges, and there was a grizzly inside. Where I guess
Oh,
looking for something to eat, and just totally trashed his cabin. So yeah, they're pretty aggressive when they want something. And this next one I thought was kind of fun.
Oh,
now what kind of animal pulling that door off?
Probably people trying to figure out what's inside.
An angry one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. Good. Okay, we'll get to
I'm
you.
back. Yep.
All right. Excellent. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a trail that went down from here, and then a group of miners that had retired because the mines had played out, became fishermen, and the beach here was not a good place for them to bring their boats in. So they actually put a mine shaft tunnel through the hills on the next side to the next cove, which was nice and big and easy to get their boats in and out of. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It was a hike down there, and then you could actually walk through the cliff to get to the other beach where they were bringing their fish. So it was pretty cool.
Sandy, I was when I saw this, I thought maybe it was related to mining. Is that a dynamite shed?
I'm not sure.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah, it certainly could have been.
yeah.
And another lighthouse.
Well, look at that sky.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And again, I left all the wires and stuff in because I kind of like the way they bring it into
Is
the.
that fairly long exposure, Sandy, or not?
No, not really.
Where is this,
This
Sandy?
is up in Newfoundland.
Okay.
Very nice.
There's a Canadian flag there.
Is that Canada? Newfoundland? It's Canada?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that Canadian flag there.
Yep.
I just love lighthouses.
And this was somewhere up the coast on the way. And
Oh,
it was just something
Oh,
like that.
that's fabulous.
Yeah, it was a nice.
that is gorgeous.
It's-
And
That is
looked like
neat.
a portable cattle chute of some kind where they're
Yeah.
That's what it is.
loading onto a truck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was
That
just
geometry is great.
and the sunset was amazing.
Yeah.
And originally it was shooting stuff in a creek behind me to the left. There were some birds and stuff going, and I just wasn't quite quick enough in the low light to get anything decent. And then I turned around because I started seeing all this warmth behind me, and there it was. It was a
That's a beauty.
much better
It's
shot.
nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
And just some
Yeah.
odds and ends from next to a fishing shack. It looked like kind of a tangled mess. Look, I'm not sure if this was old tops of a fishing net or what it was, because it's got all this metal tying it all together.
Hmm.
I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah. Nice textures in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice reflection off the.
yep.
That's neat.
Gold.
Like
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got this week.
Very nice, Sandy.
Thanks.
Good.
Go back to Kim now. You're back.
Sandy, I think you've earned yourself not M&M's, the peanut butter.
Reese's peanut butter.
Reese's.
Peanut
You've
butter.
earned yourself a Reese's cup.
Just one?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Gotta eat at least two. All right.
All right. This was from Cliff's Milky Way field trip last week. I'm not real happy with it. I mean, I did get it. I liked the red from the tail lights, the brake lights.
Oh, is that what that is?
Freeze.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's what that is tail lights.
I thought it was autumn colors. You spoiled it.
I know it. But, and I've got the Milky Way, but the stars itself, what, is there anything I can do with this?
I don't know.
I'm going to send you.
You're going to send me your workflow, please?
I'll send you a link to this lady that can maybe give you some. Well, she's putting a course on. You can look
Is it
at it.
Is it Christine Rose?
Yes,
Okay, I've done her courses before. Yeah.
she's really good.
Yeah. I just, I kind of used what Cliff does to a certain point. Then I took it into Topaz AI to really denoise it, and that seemed to make it worse than better.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
sometimes it's tough when you've got stars because they're small like the grain. And
Uh-huh.
You can take some of the stars out. There's ways to reduce the stars. because you get too many, it kind of takes it away.
I actually took out a few really bright ones that were just like, nah, those don't look good whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but send me that link again, Alan. I'd appreciate it. I have done her program once.
Yeah.
Let's see if Neo can do anything. If not, we'll try doing something
The
else.
Christine Ross or Rose?
Rose, Rose. She's Canadian,
All
and
right,
she does all sorts of Milky Way.
there you go.
So you just really, yeah, and see, then I get all the
noise.
Nice. So we
all the noise.
Yeah. Well, here's what can happen. Okay, you got a mask here. You got a brush. You want to paint in just what you want. Let's make something fairly big. Maybe we'll just paint this area here. To start with. Okay. Maybe get a bigger brush and kind of feather it. Take the strength down a little and kind of just scrub it in a bit. Yeah, maybe it's a little too bright now, so you come back and bring it down a little bit. So that may help a bit.
Okay.
It's helped a lot.
Yeah. Now the other thing you can do is if you go back to masking and come down, let's get out of brush, come down to mask actions and actually copy that mask. We'll close this up. And maybe what we can do is go into develop here and we'll paste that mask and then we'll invert it for the sky and everything else around it. Okay, so show it. You can see now it's inverted.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And now we'll go back to adjustments and maybe what we'll do is maybe make it a little darker. No, that's not going to work. Maybe take the exposure down a little bit. Keep the highlights down. Take some of the white. No, it looks like it's. Well, hang on, I'm on the wrong one. Let's see. Yeah, it is darkening it down a little bit. Yeah, you could bring that stuff down a bit if
Okay.
that way. You
So
know?
just bring down the back, in a sense, the background.
Yeah, just bring down the exposure here.
Uh-huh.
And then if you want to bring some of this back in, I get a mask and get a brush and take the strength way down again. And then using a bracket key to make it bigger, just kind of, we want to erase, kind of scrub it in here. One thing I don't like about Luminar is the way it flashes the mask up in red in your face while you're trying to
Yeah, that is sort of annoying.
see the subtle things that you're trying to bring up here, you know. That's one thing I've been asking them to take care of, but they seem to ignore it. I don't know why. Maybe their programming doesn't allow it. But yeah, you can kind of bring that stuff
Okay.
in this way. So you're affecting this area more.
Right. Okay.
And you go in there and just kind of pick the ones you don't want and just erase them.
Erase them. All right. Thank you. Yeah, that's a heck of a lot better.
I think, yeah, that kind of gives you a little more
There's some
balance.
good definition in there. Yeah.
Now, the nice thing about these tools are you can stack them. Like if you close it and open it again, you'll have another one. And in this edits, it shows you everything you did.
Uh-huh.
And so far, we've just done this enhance, which is here. So if you can go back now as you've done all this other stuff, maybe this is a little too bright, you know, and then kind of show it against the darker area. Another thing, two more things I'd like to have them do is one, have the ability to work on this one without this one closing up and not showing and not affecting the picture, because this one's based on what's happening with the one above it. Because as soon as you turn that on, it gets darker, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're adjusting this. You wanted to adjust it against this already being on there. Another thing that would be nice is if you could move them around, because maybe things will change, based on the order that they're in there. Whereas if you wanted to do it now, you'd have to pick the order you're using them in. So in other words, just get rid of this and redo it and change the order. So you did the develop first and the enhance second to get them to stack the other way.
Kind of in your work, the way you've got your workflow. Yeah.
So the workaround right now is to just, figure out if you want to change the order, and then that might not work. You may have to go back and just do it again.
Okay.
When did you take this?
Nice
Ken?
to have the interaction.
Last Monday, or this past Monday,
Okay.
the 20th. Yeah.
This one, yeah,
And that's out at Madeira Canyon, the Proctor parking
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
yeah. So this one might be a little too dark, so maybe we can adjust that a little bit too. But you got the ability,
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
re-edit your edits, if you will. So you got your tools and you got your edits. So right now we've got, develop and enhance. If you wanted to do another enhance, you could just go in there and, do an enhance and say
Play
maybe,
it with it again.
yeah, maybe it's just for this area, and get a brush and just peen it into this area here. So maybe you just want to pop this up a little more like that. Go back to your adjustments, kind of bring it down a little bit. So now when you go back to your edits, you see you've got two enhances here.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Reopen it again. So you can do through selective masking, you can do a bunch of these tools over and over again in select areas.
Okay.
Kind of like what you do in Lightroom or in Camera Raw when you're using local masking
Right. Right.
kind of thing. But this enhance tool really pulls some things up nicely.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what you got there.
Great.
The other tool we might want to try on here is this new light depth. Let's see if that does anything. I don't know if you were around when I was showing Alan's cityscape shot, but if we crank it up a bit and move it down here,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
and then you can narrow it or widen it.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, this is probably a good example where you can see how it softens out. You could kind of soften
Right.
it in a little bit. You can take it down, and do some very subtle things with it.
awful.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's kind of fun too.
Nice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so I think we've pretty much gone over some of the things I wanted to show you guys in the new Luminar anyway. The other thing is you got a favorite section here now. So if there's a tool you're using a lot and you want to bring it in, if you right click on it and add to favorites, it'll be up here so you don't have to go looking for it.
Huh.
Just kind of nice. Yeah, so yeah, so that's kind of neat too. Okay. I guess that's go to the next one here.
This is one of the roses from my backyard. I brought it in and it's on it. Well, now it's in the trash. But it actually looked better getting, dying than it did when it was on the shrub itself. So then I masked it and inverted the mask in Lightroom to give the black background, and then took it into Studio 2 and put an expressionism filter on it.
Oh, fun.
And it popped the colors. I liked how the colors, I actually popped the colors a bit in Lightroom. But yeah, it was just more interesting than when it had been a fresh flower.
Sure. Mhm.
Amazing.
I would tone this piece down.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I didn't even see that. So yeah, okay.
yeah, keep pulling me over here. Yeah. I'm wondering, well, let's see something here. Okay. So we got a couple ways we could go with this. We could try generative fill. See it or remove and see what it does. Get up here a little bit. Maybe give it a little bigger. Yeah, that'll work.
I see it. Okay.
Well, let's see what happens here. Try general fill and we'll try remove and see what those do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Really good.
Never know.
Yeah.
I think I like this
Yeah, I
one
like.
better. You got a third choice there, but yeah, I think I like the middle one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that looks good.
So yeah, I think that helps a lot.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And like I said, I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then this is a real old picture. There's a place in Indiana that is a rescue for basically, pretty much wild cats.
Well,
And Kyle, this picture is probably 10 to 15 years old. So I just cleaned it up a bit more in the programs I now have compared to way back then, and then converted it into a black and white.
I like it.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think it's still got some tones in it.
Yeah, it really it converted quite well. I was supply, I still, even though the whites are there, I still got the detail in the whites, and I just really like the way it turned out
Yeah.
compared to seeing him in color.
That's really nice.
I'd get rid of these little guys on the edge and then maybe crop the top down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that. Nice. I suppose in topaz, you got that one contrast. I can't remember the name of it anymore, but you can play with that a little bit more and see if you get
Okay.
more out
See
of
if
it.
it brings anything.
Yeah, Neo, it's called Structure. That's basically the same tool. And there we go. There's Structure. Again, I would, just paint it into him and,
Pop it a bit more.
well, you don't have to have it over everything. Again, you
Uh-huh.
just get your brush. Now, in this case, since you got less area to erase than to add, otherwise you'd have to paint all of him in. I would just take an erase brush and get it out of this area here.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. So now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Snap. Yeah, so you've got that same ability with that contrast. I can't remember the exact name of it in Studio 2, and then you mask that one as well.
Okay.
All right.
And this last one is just a fun one, and it's not AI, I promise. Just our resident lizard happened to be on the rock next to this ceramic piece I have, so I just had to get a picture.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it.
Yeah. I was looking at the ceramic piece and then I discovered there's a real lizard. And
There's
it's
a real
surprise.
lizard there.
Really cool.
Yeah, I cropped it in a bit, brought up the color, brought down the colors in the rock a bit because some of it was pretty bright from the sunlight, and then brought up the colors in the real lizard just to give him a little more, what more detail I could pull out of it anyway. But it was just too funny not to get a picture of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they're talking to each other.
One ticked off the other, I guess.
They're doing the lizard push-ups together.
That's right.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I like that one. Okay. Well, besides Luminar, Adobe's come out with some really nice updates. I can send some links to you guys about Lightroom and Photoshop if you'd like, with some new tools. And,
Sure.
yeah, you guys can peruse those. And yeah, I guess we'll see you in a couple weeks.